too low, no warm fuzzies at all.
He's someone who I think you said watches like 80 hours a week on film. How much can you guys kind of see that, I guess?
No, he definitely watches a lot of film. You could just tell by just talking to him. He definitely is a film junkie. He don't really talk too much, but he watches a lot of film.
When you went back and watched last week, what kind of enabled the week that you had, you feel like?
Just preparation and practice. My coaches preparing me, and I felt good going into that week, just off preparation.
What have you seen so far from the Michigan State offense and Aiden Shiles?
We've seen that they like to take shots. They like a lot of play action, and they just like to go deep. So that's what we've seen.
D'Angelo, what kind of satisfaction do you take in the fact that you've had success, all of your JMU teammates that came with you have had success here? You guys have been a big part of why Indiana's been so good. You're proving you can play at this level. What does that mean to you?
It means a lot, but we're not satisfied. We're not done. It definitely means a lot, seeing what people were saying at the beginning of the year about us, but we're not satisfied. We're definitely not finished.
What differences do you notice in playing in the Big Ten versus playing in the Sun Belt? Is it much different?
Not too much of a difference for me at all. I don't really notice a difference at all. The game is kind of like slowing down, honestly.
How was working against guys like Elijah, Miles, and Miles kind of helped your game this year?
Definitely. Those guys are the best guys in the country, in my opinion. Definitely going against those guys, they get me better and more prepared for Saturdays.
What do those battles look like in practice?
And in practice, we going at it. Like when we do good on good, we going at it, iron sharpen iron, and they just get us better, both of us, offense and defense.
What are things that the defensive line does to make your job as a defensive back easier?
I mean, those guys get pressure on the quarterback, make him move off his platform. It just makes it way easier on us. Like tip balls, overthrows, it comes from the D-line. So definitely, they make our job way easier.
Is there anything you're specifically working on as a defense after looking at Michigan State's film?
It's not nothing specifically. We just got to stick to the fundamentals, the basics, just swarm to the ball and eliminate the shots. So that's it.
There's been a lot of noise with this team lately. Do you have any strategies to block it out to best prepare yourself each week?
I feel like everybody in this building is kind of bought in, and we don't pay attention to the outsiders or the noise because we know what they were saying in the beginning of the year. We don't really pay attention to everything else.
You guys done anything to prepare for the 70,000 plus that might be in Spartan Stadium on Saturday?
I know Thursday we pump crowd noise, but that's about it. We just tune the crowd out, so that's good.
From your experience, when you pump in the crowd noise in practice, how much does that kind of resemble the real thing?
It resembles it, but it's not the same at all. You got people saying all type of stuff in the crowd, so we just got to block out the noise.
What have you seen from the crowd here at Memorial Stadium? Obviously, week 1 to now has been a huge jump, but that's because of the success you guys have had. But what have you seen from the crowd so far?
I've seen it was a big difference. Everybody staying all 4 quarters, just filling up the stadium. It's just lovely. I'm not gonna lie. I like playing at home games.
Anything else for you?
Obviously, you guys tied the record of most consecutive wins to start a year, 8-0, going to break the 67 teams, break the record, be 9-0. Is that in the back of your mind at all?
Not really. Our goal is to really go 1-0 each week. We're definitely not satisfied with just 8-0. We didn't come here to say we wanted to be 8-0. We're not satisfied at all.
When you came to Indiana, were you aware of the history or lack thereof?
I was kind of aware, but honestly, didn't really look too much into it.
Where do you feel like you've improved the most in your personal game this season?
I want to say just ball production, more picks. Honestly, I only had 2 picks last year, and I'm working on that now. So definitely that ball production.
How would you kind of grade your own performance kind of through the first half of the season?
In my opinion, I could have played way better, but I graded. If it's a grading scale, I'd give myself a B- or a C. But
what was lacking, do you feel like?
I mean, a lot of stuff wasn't in my control, but honestly, I just know I could do better. So yeah.
To you, what makes Jameer good?
Just his work ethic, coming out here every day. He puts in the work. He leads. Just his work ethic.
What are your thoughts kind of on the Michigan State's offense? What have you seen from, I guess, their quarterback and what they've been able to do this year?
We've seen their quarterback got a strong arm. They like to take shots. They like a lot of play action and a lot of go balls, a lot of deep balls, a lot of posts. So that's what we've seen, yeah.
he can run a little bit too. How does that affect things defensively?
Yeah, definitely. The DN's got to be well, when they run a lot of option too. Yeah, the DN's got to be patient on that. We definitely emphasize that in practice too.
I think after the Washington game, Coach Signetti said that like the area you're from in Miami like takes a lot of pride in being a baller is what Signetti said. How do you feel like your upbringing in Florida kind of molded into who you are as a player?
It definitely helped me a lot. It made me who I am today. South Florida is like a football place. That's where the best football is played, in my opinion. And it definitely helped me a lot. I played football since I was 4, so that's kind of like all I know.
Is it just like something in the air down there? Is it just the environments you play in? Like what is it about it?
People call it Florida water. I don't really know what it is, but it's a lot of people who grew up playing football and like just like me. That's all they know. So that's what it is.
Thanks, D'Angelo.